Elephants. We all love them, right? They are majestic animals, beautiful to look at. Our conservation efforts have caused us to have the second largest population of elephants on the planet. Zimbabwe first adopted a specific policy and plan for elephant management in 1997 with the long-term vision to conserve elephants at levels that will enable them to contribute to the conservation of biodiversity, national development, and Zimbabwe's cultural heritage.
The state of the nation.
People come from all around the world to Zimbabwe just to see these animals. Interesting fact, Zimbabwe has two types of elephants, the African elephant and the savanna elephant. This is something to be proud of, but it is also something to be worried about. Here's why. Zimbabwe has over 85,000 elephants. Our national parks only have space for just about half that number. Hwange National Park is our biggest game reserve. There are well over 50,000 elephants there, but the park can only carry 15,000. Feeding these elephants uses up scarce resources. An overpopulation of elephants can have devastating effects on the habitat, which in turn has a detrimental effect on many other wildlife species. Now, what about Gonarejo National Park? It has a carrying capacity of 5,000 elephants, but population is estimated to be 18,000. That's 3 times more than it can carry. What does all this mean? Firstly, it means that people who live next to these game reserves are in danger. The human-animal conflict is increasing and has increased. This usually makes communities take matters into their own hands, and then it becomes political, and we don't want that. People also lose their lives, their homes, and their crops. Over the past 5 years, over 200 people have been killed by wild animals. An estimated 40% of the cases involved elephants, encroaching on human habitats in search for water and food. Secondly, because there are too many elephants, it is hard to take proper care of them or for the habitat to sustain the numbers. There is not enough food or water for all of them. Hwange National Park alone spends up to $500,000 annually just for water. Did you know? On average, an elephant spends up to 18 hours per day just feeding. Elephants can be destructive feeders, requiring a large amount of food a day, from around 170 kilograms for a female and 300 kilograms for an adult bull, around 4 to 6% of its body weight daily. They only digest approximately 40% of what they eat. They also require a lot of water and will consume between 100 and 200 liters of water a day. So, what can be done about all this? This is a question that gets so many people so emotional. It's not the question that makes people emotional, it's the answer. It should be more about facts and science than emotion. Consider this scenario. A person sitting in America or Europe sees elephants differently to someone who stays in Mzarabani. The person in America only sees an elephant as a cute, majestic animal. For a person in Mzarabani, on the other hand, an elephant can be a real threat to their lives. It can destroy an entire field of crops, essentially wiping out the livelihood of villagers for a whole year in a single night. It is the reason why we must use science to protect both humans and wildlife. Over the years, Zimbabwe has done well in protecting the wildlife. But taking care of wildlife costs money. The government has a lot of things on its plate, like a lot. It cannot fully fund national parks. This means the national parks must take care of itself. It can only do this by using the resources it has, and that resource, the wildlife itself. Right now, Zimbabwe sits on a stockpile of $600 million United States dollars worth of ivory in a vault somewhere. It cannot sell this resource, it's not allowed to. Imagine what we could do with that money in conservation. We have brave rangers. They protect our parks. These guys need to be trained. They need to be equipped. They risk their lives protecting our national resources. Have you seen the movies and documentaries about them? You should check them out to get a bit more insight on what they have to go through on a daily basis. So, what can be done? First, Zimbabwe sometimes has to sell animals to other countries. Secondly, Zimbabwe can also sell hunting licenses. The money from these controlled hunts is plowed back into conservation. Zimbabwe is also considering culling some elephants, and we all know it's an extremely controversial issue. But with less and less habitat available, what can we do? Culling may be the only option. Where possible, translocation or relocation is the preferred option. However, it's also very slow, costly, and needs to be funded. And this has become an even greater challenge due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as funding has been channeled towards other directions to tackle this global threat, making translocation even more difficult, leaving those in affected areas even more vulnerable as the elephant population continues to grow. This is done in other places around the world where there are too many animals, where it is no longer safe for humans and the animals to coexist. Elephants may be endangered in many parts of Africa, but they are not endangered in Zimbabwe. Now, we must debate how best to manage them in a way that protects the animals themselves, our parks, and our people. What do you think? Share your thoughts and welcome to State of the Nation.